vaping. So just to start off, I've never vaped in my life, and until a few months ago, I didn't know anything about vaping. But the administration had their flavor vape ban, and I was lucky enough to serve on the oversight committee where we had a hearing on this. And at this committee, I learned a lot of things. So number one, there is a minor vaping issue. The administration did address an issue. I'm not going to sit here and deny that there isn't a problem. There is a problem. Number two, it's important to note that the deaths that you have seen are not with the legal off-the-shelf product that's in a regulated market. You're seeing it through illegal THC or vitamin E acetate. You're seeing it through the unregulated market instead. Number three, we had an individual come in from the UK, he's actually going to testify today, and had a couple very important points that he presented, but one of them was that they don't have the same problem in Europe, and in Europe they actually limit nicotine to 2% and lower. Okay, that's an interesting thing to know. And the final thing was, we talked about the flavored vape ban, everyone talked about bubble gum and Fruit Loops, and so some of us were wondering, well then why ban all flavors, why ban the mint flavor? And one of the individuals that came up testified, she stated that actually 65% of minors who are vaping use mint. Okay, that's interesting to know. So as you think about that, say, all right, there's a large swath of individuals that are minors that are vaping, but they're using a mint flavor. They're not really necessarily attracted to these fruity flavors. They're just using this mint flavor. So why is that? Well, I would submit to the committee this morning that because kids in high school today are the same as when you were in high school. They're not looking for the flavor. They're looking for the hit. They're looking for the buzz. Just like when you were in high school, you weren't looking for the best craft beer with the best flavor. You look for the cheapest beer out there. That's really what it is. Kids are kids, the same as it always has been. So, with that information at hand, I said, is there a better way to address this problem than a blanket ban? Is there a way that we can be a national leader and address the nuances in this issue? I know this committee loves a three-tier system, so I'm trying to break this down into 3 tiers for you guys. Number one, you have the minor vaping issue. Number two, you have people who are trying to quit smoking with combustible cigarettes. And number three, you have your business owners, your vape shop owners. So number one, what this bill would do is it would limit the ban to just those flavored vapes above 2%. That's really where you're seeing the minors gravitate towards. They want that buzz, they want that hit. This would protect those vape products that are low nicotine level, that are 2% and under. And why that's important is for that second tier, those people trying to quit combustible cigarettes. You talk to them, what they are primarily using is 2% and lower. That's how they're able to step down from smoking traditional cigarettes. And I hope the committee would agree that that's a good thing. We want to encourage them to get off of combustible cigarettes and into a healthier lifestyle. And then number three, your vape shop owners. We want to make sure that we have a state that's open for business. These are businesses that have employees, they pay income tax, they pay sales tax, they pay property tax. These are good companies that we want to keep here. And when you talk to a lot of these shop owners, what they will say is that the majority of their product is actually 2% and under nicotine. So by doing this, you allow them to stay in business. And so I think that's a good setup there. You address the minor issue, you allow the people who are trying to quit, and you keep small businesses open. I will just keep it at that. I know we have a couple other people that are going to testify, but I want to keep this short. Happy to answer any questions you may have.
Well, and also too, Representative, maybe you can address, there is a sub before us that I think you wanted us to adopt today, just so that we're all
yes.
kind of on the same
So we had a drafting error in the first one. We said it'd be 20 milliliters or less. It's supposed to be 20 milligrams per milliliter or less. So mistake on our part, but that's essentially what the draft will do. And that gives you your 2% or less, essentially.
Okay. Do we have a motion for that sub? Rep. Hoyniga will move motion for the sub. Clerk, can you please call the roll on the sub?
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Representative Bergman?
Yes.